got a special one for you. Super excited to share this with you. Welcome to the Debrief, by the way. Got my notes here. There's another little lesson here. Always take notes. Always. Because you will never remember all of the things that are coming to you. All of the successful people in this world take notes. Okay, here we go. Amazing, amazing quote I heard. All you need to be happy is something to be excited about. Isn't that crazy? Because when you think about it, when are you excited about shit? And you think about how you're feeling when you're excited. You're happy. For the military example, before we were going to Afghanistan, everybody was excited. There was just joy everywhere because we warriors were finally going to war. We would see combat. We would be tested in battle. We would get to go toe-to-toe against an enemy and hopefully come out victorious. We were so excited. You know, there's some people hanging with the wives and, all this doing the sad thing, and then the rest of us single guys are just fucking laughing about how much fun we're gonna have on deployment. There's such excitement there all the way through, even getting into combat. We were excited, right? For a lot of us who went to combat, how fucking happy were you in combat? Not all the time. And actually, that's a stupid thing, because a lot of people went to combat were miserable the entire time and didn't do anything fun, didn't get any action, just stood fucking guard posts and sank in for a fucking goddamn year. That's miserable. So that's the military example. Another example, when you're excited, when you're talking to a girl, you're texting her, right? You just meet this girl and you're talking to her every day, right? You see a message from her, you're like, what happens? That excitement. There's joy in that. How many people are just texting a fucking girl all day, every day? Just nonstop, put the phone down, 5 minutes later, like that's what's getting you through the day. All we need to be happy is something to be excited about. I want to help people be happy, be less depressed, less suicide and all that shit. Well, how do we encourage people to be happy? How do we get people to be excited about things? Well, you need to think about what makes you happy and what's going to get you excited. An easy thing to be excited about is your purpose. What is your mission on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, whatever. A lot of it comes down to your profession. Most of it does. A lot of veterans leave the service and what do they say? Oh, I don't have a purpose anymore. The government isn't giving me a purpose, so I don't know what to do with my life. First off, that's fucking pathetic. You need the government to give you purpose, right? That same guy is probably saying fuck the government, but then he wants the government to give him purpose. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Nut up. You give yourself purpose. You tell yourself, I'm gonna do this. And magic, you have purpose. It's crazy, right? So what's the other thing that I hear a lot from those who have left the service? I hear, I've lost my sense of community. Or I've lost a community, which that's very valid. Still, my response is, well, then fucking build a community, right? Now, that's not as pathetic as the purpose thing. Building community is a lot harder because finding your purpose is as simple as saying, I'm gonna get that fucking job. Whatever, you define what that job is. Now you have purpose. So the purpose is easy. Community, that's a lot harder. But nevertheless, if you're struggling because you are feeling a loss of community, well, then build your community. That takes effort, but it can be done. If you want it, then you must work for it and achieve it. Purpose, community, excitement, happiness. That quote, all we need in life is something to be excited about. Let me give some very specific examples to explain that quote a little further though. Maybe you have a shitty job, but you're excited to come home to your wife because seeing your wife and maybe your kids is the most exciting part of your day. You walk into this home where these kids are fucking Dad! They're running up and you feel their love. They're so excited to see you. You're excited to see them. Your wife is there and you know she loves you and she's beautiful. Maybe she's not beautiful, but at least she loves you. It's different for all you guys. How many people out there do jobs that the job isn't the most exciting thing in the world, but while they're at work, they've got 8 to 10 hours before they're home and they have something that makes them happy. So thinking about that thing later on makes them happy. I know a lot of people in my family fall into that category. Now for some of you, your job might be okay and you might love your family, but the thought of coming home from work and walking into the home is not the most exciting thing in the world. And for many reasons, it's like the kids, you gotta check the homework, make the dinner, then you gotta clean, the house is a shithole. The home environment until the kids go to sleep is still a stressful environment, and so you're not just super stoked about it, but you're stoked about this adventure you have planned that weekend. One of my best friends in the world since high school. He was a Marine. Every weekend, he's taken his daughter and his girlfriend out to the desert to go ride dune buggies or dirt bikes, or he's taken them to the bay to ride jet skis. And so he's got this big toy hauler, he's got his toys. It's like he can't fucking wait to get out there, to drive the toy hauler to the place, to park it, to unpack everything, get it all set up. Now he's got this big fucking home base for the family, and he always has his cousins and friends and shit. He's Mexican, so he has 50 million fucking cousins and shit. He's fucking happy as fuck Chuck, when he's out there with his family and his friends, which is his community, doing this thing that they love doing. And the whole experience of driving out, setting things up, it's an adventure, it's a journey. You can be happy going through a productive work week and then have this incredibly exciting thing to look forward to on the weekend. You can be happy. Hey guys, if you found that the slightest bit informative and you would like to watch the rest, please subscribe. It's got my experiences. I hope to share that with you so that you can learn from my mistakes instead of feeling the pain of your own, and you can get farther faster.